works. Hi everybody, we are catchapp, and let's see what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, we're going to talk about what we are, what we tackle, and then how we're going to do that. And we're going to give you a demo of our app, and then Q&A. So what's the problem we are trying to solve? We think everybody has a ton of things to do each day, and prioritizing them is difficult enough, and actually becomes a task of its own. Moreover, everyone has a unique workflow. What works for you personally doesn't work for your wife, and so on and so forth. Writing down is not enough, and also takes a lot of time to be really careful about what you write, and if you need that 2 weeks down the road, you really have to think about how to remind yourself. And then also, we use a lot of smartphones, and everybody thinks they are helping us really, but the software that's on it right now doesn't really use all the features that the smartphone really offers to you. So what's our solution? catchapp. It's a mobile app for smartphones that utilizes the phone's features. That is, we allow you to create a text reminder. You can take a picture of something and use that as a visual reminder. You can record a voice memo or start other apps when you get to a location or time for that matter. So you can even cut corners with that. It works the way you do. So again, if a picture works better for you, then just take a picture of something. If you're driving and you want to record a reminder, then you can just create a voice memo for that. And then it actually allows you to forget about your reminders, because we actually allow you to create the geofence as big as you need it. You can come from one direction. You think you're coming from one direction, but it turns out you're coming from the other direction. But with our app, we will make sure that you hit the geofence and the reminder goes off. So how do we make money? I think first we offer a little bit more than what apps do currently, so we're going to charge 99 cents on the App Store. It's not a lot, but I think people will like the app. And then we have a couple more features that are coming up, and once we launch and integrate those, we want to go for a freemium model. The core features that we're going to demo later on, that's going to be free, and again, additional we charge for. And then what we really want to do is make our reminders smarter and more efficient. So we want to get content and location-based ads. So we're not just going to give you a banner ad that doesn't really help you, but it's just another assumption of a brick-and-mortar business, how they think they're going to help you. Now we're actually going to tie that together with the reminder that you set up. So we're going to match your need that you express through your reminder with anything that's coming along your way. Well, let's demo that. Okay, so those are the features, again, that we offer. Text notes, just quick and easy, type down whatever it is that you need. Moreover, take a picture of something or use whatever you already have saved. And then, the maps, you can just pinpoint a couple of locations wherever you are, and then speech memo and user-defined is, let's go back to user-defined. User-defined apps that are on your phone, so we're going to launch them once you get close to a location or time for that matter. So we can cut corners by initiating the phone call to call your wife when you're on your way home. But let's see how actually taking a picture works. So create a picture, you can just take that, hopefully we get everybody in there. So just take the picture, and then you use it. You can, make it bigger, smaller. You can add notes to it if you really need another thing with it. If the picture is not enough. So, for instance, if we want to tweet about this picture later on, then say, okay, let's tweet when we get home, and then just do that, and then save that. And geotag it, yep. And then so you can give it another name, and then that's basically all you need. Give it a name, maybe Boston New Tech Meetup, bnt17, yeah. And then location-wise, we actually, well, we're not there right now, but that's where we are. So we can do a quick search wherever we want the reminder. So for us right now, Babson College is home. So when we go home, we select that, and then yeah, click done, and that comes up. We can choose the radius we want to set around. So within everything between 60 miles and 4 feet, that's what we give you, and hopefully works as the geofence. So now that's all you need and save, and then you can play around with other features and customize them more. And it kind of shows up there.
All right, thank you. Catchapp, any questions? Question, yeah?
You mentioned geofencing. I know that Ware has a geofencing patent. Which one you took into consideration in the design of your?
Yeah, we actually, what we're doing right now, we're working together with an IP attorney and trying to figure out how we protect that and all the other obstacles that we have to tackle. But yeah, we've been looking at that, how they've been doing that, and we think we're doing it a little bit different.
So you fundamentally think you're not infringing on what they're doing?
Yeah, right, yeah. Yep.
Have you looked at reversing the geofence so that if you're leaving a certain radius?
Yeah, that would be one of the features that we're gonna add and integrate later on. That's basically where we're at right now, what you're seeing, definitely. Yeah.
What's an example of a useful ad related to a note, and how do you plan to match them?
Okay, for instance, you want to research a book on Amazon when you get home. That's what most people do anyways nowadays. So everything happens online, but that is a big problem for brick and mortar businesses. And they always base their advertisement on assumptions. But with that, you want to research the book on Amazon, so you write yourself a little note, and then when you get close to Barnes and Nobles, for example, on your way home, but the app interacts with you and tells you, do you want that as a suggestion? Do you want to stop here? If you opt in with just saying yes, then Barnes and Nobles can actually interact with you and give you a discount, $10 off the book, or match Amazon's price, whatever it is.